Hello everyone, happy Thursday, happy incredible sunny weather day as well in the UK. Bit of news today on Mane, an update on Andre, and a little link to another Torino player that could be incoming. Let's start with that. Let's start with a link that's actually been backed up by Liam Keane also, but I originally saw this on La Stampa. It says that Wolves and Stoke are reportedly monitoring the situation of Torino wide forward Alail Nagy. I'm probably getting that wrong, but he's a Swedish lad. He's 20 years of age. He hasn't made many appearances for Torino. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist in 11 Serie A games this season, but has only started once in the Italian top flight all campaign. Since making his Torino senior debut in 2024, he has made 31 appearances in all competitions, scoring twice and assisting once. So yeah, as I say, it was backed up by Liam Keane as well. He mentioned it in one of his articles. So for Liam Keane to release something, he clearly asked someone within the club if it's true. So it must be true. There's no smoke without fire. So yeah, a wide forward. I think it's said as well that he hasn't been getting much opportunity because of Torino's system. So yeah, you can play wide forward, wing, or maybe through the middle as well if needs be. So a young Swedish player we're after. Of course, we're linked with Che Adams from Torino too. So are we doing the Torino raid? What's going on? But yeah, thought I'd mention it. Another loose link, of course. I think is it the 15th? I think the window opens on the 15th of June, so we've got a bit yet. But because obviously our relegation was confirmed early, it almost feels like we're just about to hit the transfer window, because obviously Wolves are trying to get their business done early, as we know. So these stories are going to keep popping up a lot more than they are going to for other clubs, for understandable reasons. Now, just a quick update as well on Santiago Bueno. The last time I spoke about him a few videos ago, it was said that he's basically leaving. There's loads of clubs want him. And yeah, he's not going to be staying at Wolves. He will be looking to move on. And that was the last we'd heard. Now, the value that Wolves value mat has come out. So the Eduardo Borgas said that Wolves value around 25 million euros, which is about 21.6 million pounds. Now, we did sign him for 8.5 million pounds, so we're going to be making big profit on him if we get that fee. And I think we might be able to. He's, like I said, he's had a really consistent season. He's been at Wolves a few years now. It is said that Girona, he got him from, though, have got a 20% sell-on clause. So obviously you've got to take that into consideration. But there's a lot of suitors, if you're to believe reports, in the Premier League that want him. So again, hopefully we can get... That'd be great business, wouldn't it, to get 21 million or so for Santi Bueno. But yeah, I think the more the weeks go on, it is confirmed that Santi will be leaving, as I kind of predicted and guessed, which most fans could, in that Stay or Go video I did not so long ago. Well, to say that, it's about 2 months ago now, so it was quite long ago. But yeah, there we go. Update on Santi there. Now, as well, the drama with Manetsi. Obviously, last video I spoke about Manetsi being linked with a return to Vitor Pereira at Nottingham Forest. But Paris FC, the club is currently on loan at, are not happy with Wolves. Allegedly, this is according to, I seen it via Sports Witness, but allegedly they believe that Wolves leaked the story to put pressure on Paris FC to get them to make their negotiations speed up, I guess, and make Paris FC make a decision whether they want to sign Marshall Manetsi. Of course, Manetsi, if you're to believe reports, himself wants to stay at Paris FC because he's had a great loan spell, as we've discussed before. So it is a good tactic, though, isn't it? Great tactic from Wolves, if that's true. Leak out that not Forest have inquired, and then get a bit of a bidding war going and get the most money we can for him. I said on the last video we paid 15 million for him. He's 29 now. If we get anywhere near that, that is incredible. But yeah, interesting that Paris FC are not happy with Wolves. But I want to see more of this from Wolves if it's true. Do little tactics like this. Get the most money you can, because I think in seasons gone by, especially with selling players, when Jeff Shee was in charge, we were way too nice to, particularly the big clubs, in letting our stars go. We really were. The 8 Nori deal comes to mind. I spoke about it a lot on this channel. I was really disappointed with that fee and the way they just bowed down to Man City for that one. So yeah, I like the fact that we're going to hold out for value more. We did it in January with the Strand Larsen deal as well, obviously holding out for the money there. So yeah, if this is true, good on your Wolves. I like the fact that you're using tactics to get Paris FC to speed up with their negotiations. Now, I just want to talk as well. I want to give a bit of an update on Andre. So I'm quite surprised there's not been more like interest reported about people wanting Andre, because of course it's all about João Gomes, isn't it? But Andre is a fantastic footballer. He definitely flies under the radar, but of course he is a Brazilian international. He's been called up a few times. But its value, so according to a publication called Mix Veil, which is like an outlet over in South America, Wolves have set a price tag on Andre, and a range. This is, I don't know where they're getting these prices from, but apparently they value him at a range between 26 and 34 million pounds. That's the kind of sort of area Wolves value Andre at. And look, we signed him from Fluminense for a fee of 21 million. So again, we want to make a bit of profit at least. So if we did sell him for the minimum that says there 26 million, we'll be making a little bit of profit. He was last linked with Juventus, wasn't he? The last big solid link we heard about, which was probably towards the end of last calendar year, so towards the end of 2025, coming into January. I think Juventus, yeah, we're interested, and that's probably the most likely destination at the moment. But if we do sell Andre, of course, there was that clip of him saying he would love to stay at Wolves for another 3, 4, 5 years, but we all know most likely he'll be going. If we had Andre in the Championship, that would be pretty mental. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, if we got around 30 million for Andre, I think that's fair. I think he's worth that. But like I said, he does fly under the radar, so maybe clubs won't want to pay that, but be interesting to see how that happens. We at least want to get a bit of profit on him, considering we paid 21 million for him anyway. But talented player, and let's see what happens with Andre. And as I said at the beginning of this little chat, I'm surprised we haven't seen more rumours about clubs wanting him next season. Now, Matteas Mane, again, another one where it's gone slightly quiet about where he's going to end up or if he's going to stay at Wolves. We know that Rob Edwards has said that he wants to keep him and build a team around him. His form's dipped a lot, hasn't it, since he burst on the scene. He got dropped out of the team for a bit. He's come back in recently, but not done much. But Liverpool, so this is Anfield, which is kind of like a fan outlet, but they are a big outlet these days. They get a lot of traction, and they have got sources close to the club. They released an article talking about whether they think Liverpool will actually go back in for Mane. They believe that it's Liverpool, Newcastle and Brentford that are the most interested in signing Matteas Mane this summer. And they pointed out as well, which I have said on this channel before, that he's represented by the same agency as Liverpool youngsters Weleti Lucky and Fola Onanuga. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, sorry if I'm not. And a summer approach was considered possible. So yeah, they're the market value. This is just plucking a number out of the air. This is what the fans think. They reckon Mane's valued at around 17 million. I completely disagree with that, by the way. But it's alleged, this is not confirmed, this is all allegedly, that Wolves value him at around 30 million, Wolves themselves. So his contract does expire in 2029. Of course, he has. We think he's picked Portugal, but he has got that English tax, I guess, because he is. You could consider him English, but if we do sell Mane, I would hope we'd hold out for a massive fee, because we're going to be selling that many other players anyway. Why not try and keep hold of him and just turn down bids? But if we get a ridiculous offer north of 40 million, I think they would sell him. And if the player wants to leave, and his agency and his agents, who, I've got to say, when we were sat in that meeting with Matt Jackson, he did kind of allude to the fact that his agents are a bit of a nightmare. I think that might be just well known within the industry. But yeah, be interesting to see if Mane goes. It looks like Liverpool may come in for him. Hopefully not. I think it helps that his form has dipped and the attention on him has simmered down a lot. But if you're his agent, your job's to try and get yourself money, so they'll probably try and offer him to these clubs. But hopefully we'll stay strong and we can build a team around him. But is he going to be good enough next season? We don't know. He needs to start picking up some form these last 4 games and show what he showed to us when he first came on the scene, when he scored against West Ham and Everton and things like that. So interesting that. But yeah, that's the news roundup for this video today. Of course, I've just got it before I go as well. I'm just going to ask, I was considering not doing a Sunderland preview. I usually release my videos for the preview of the game on Fridays. I might not do one tomorrow. Comment below if you would like to see a preview. I haven't got much like oomph in me to do one because it's just like a nothing game. Maybe I'll just react to Rob's press conference. I'll see how I feel, and I'll see if I release one tomorrow, and I'll see what you like say in the comments. I'll try and react to the game Saturday as well as usual, but I'm not actually going, so I'm going to a comedy gig in Worcester. But please like the video, everyone. I don't know why I'm telling you my life story. Please subscribe, really appreciate it. I'm close to 12,000, and of course please comment your thoughts down below. Have a great day. It's really sunny where I am, so enjoy the sun, and I'll catch you next video.